Hello, this is Joshua for Frost Dragon Designs, and today I'd like to talk to you about my Wizard Duck Heart Enamel pin. This pin is part of my Yellow Duck RPG series. I created the Yellow Duck RPG series as a humorous and satirical take off of my own work, Black Cat RPG. Now, let's get into the design. So, when I was creating the designs for More Cats Doing Science, I had a special request by my youngest child to also include a chemistry duck. This is because at the time he was obsessed with these little colorful rubber duck toys, and so I thought, sure, let's do a rubber duck. Now, if you've ever seen like these novelty rubber duck toys, a lot of times it does not look like a lot of thought or effort has gone into the design. And I mean that from a variety of standpoints. I mean, like, rubber ducks are not known for floating well in water. They're often very unbalanced. And the novelty kind that are like, special looks, they are even more unbalanced. And not only that, but like when they're holding things or they're wearing stuff, it never looks quite right. It looks more like they took whatever original base sculpture they had of a rubber duck and then just slapped on whatever the specialty thing was to make it, an octopus duck, or to make it, a doctor duck, or whatever they were doing. They just slap on the extra stuff, but don't really change the underlying base figure. And so there's something that I find terribly charming about this kind of low-effort creation, these novelty rubber ducks. And so that was the mood I wanted to emulate when I created the chemistry duck. And so I thought to myself, what's the best way I can emulate that kind of lazily created mood in 2D? Because it's a little different than when you're creating things in 3D. And if you've watched any of my older videos, you know that I'm a big fan of recycling art assets that I've already invested time in creating. So the answer was kind of obvious. I was just like, well, let's recycle older assets onto the rubber duck base. But I didn't want to just do that. I wanted to create some fun new monsters and that sort of thing. And what I ended up doing was I took a number of my favorite Black Cat RPG designs from Series 1, and I basically transported whatever they were holding and what was in their, or what they were holding and what was on their head, and I resized things, moved them around a little bit, and made it sort of fit for the ducks. I mean, the ducks have fairly large heads, so I needed to really size up the wizard's hat to make that fit. The staff wasn't really a big deal. That was just a matter of, grabbing all the pieces of it and moving it into place. And, I thought for a while that I might want to do, the full body stuff. I mean, because the chemistry duck is wearing a lab coat and blue rubber gloves. And so I thought, well, maybe I could do like the full body thing, like, have them wear similar attire on their bodies as well. But I just didn't like the way that looked, and that also really went against the whole low-effort vibe that I was, at that point, trying to emulate based, like I said, from those original novelty rubber ducks. With this one specifically, I ended up changing the colors around a bit. At the end of the day, for being the execution of a let's make a low-effort looking rubber duck series based off of Series 1 Black Cat RPG, I think these are incredibly successful, and I think that they are going to be some really fun pin designs. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching me design this pin. I hope that you like the end result. If you do, please go ahead, like, and subscribe. I try to release 1 to 2 new videos a week, and I would love to have you along for the next one. So thank you again so much for your time, and have a great rest of your day.